Hello, 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 hello. Tim's Computer Repair here. Tim'sComputerFix.net is my website. Just here having a look at a Dell motherboard on this laptop here. Figured I'd go live here and just goof off with you for a minute. Pretty simple, straightforward repair. See if I can get some people here in the chat. See what's going on. How's everybody doing? Glad you could join me. It's been a good day today. TCR, this is Tim. Hello. Is it a touchscreen? Yeah, that repair usually runs anywhere from $130 to $150. I would have to have your laptop have it in my shop. I have to remove the screen itself and match the model of the screen up with my vendor to get you a solid price, but it usually runs within that price range. I can have you a price within a day, and then once you agree to it, I'll have to order the screen. I can have the laptop back to you within a week. Okay. Well, this is a, let me have a closer look at this. I think I have, bin style 2, let's see what version, what model laptop this is. Run the service tag here real quick. Yeah, let's see. Support. Dell. Service tag is, oh my goodness. Let me see if this is right. 24MM PY1. Submit. Say Dell 3521 laptop here that I have troubleshot and narrowed it down to pretty much a bad motherboard. So I've stripped the motherboard out of it, matched up the model number, ordered a brand new, actually there was a new motherboard available for this, which I like. And so I'm just going to throw this in here today. Gil Garcia, what's happening, buddy? Good to see ya. What's happening? Good to see ya. Just goofing off here. Hit the live button just to. I'm just going to put this motherboard into this computer and figured I'd just do a little live stream doing it as usual. So I haven't been doing a whole lot, man. I've been pretty busy today in my shop. Did some really good data recovery for this couple. They were happy. Really happy. It's like they went on a lifetime trip, a trip of a lifetime, you know, and they lost all their pictures off their SD card. That's not good. Hey, Fuber Johnny, what's going on, man? I'm just goofing off, man. That's all. I got this. I was saying I got this old Dell 3521 Inspiron here laptop, little i3 processor. Troubleshot it. Bad motherboard. Ordered a new motherboard. New motherboard, Johnny. I found a new motherboard. How about that? Brand new. I'm just going to throw this in here. That's all. What's up, Joseph? You ain't missed nothing, man. Nothing here. I'm not doing anything too big here. Just figured I'd hang out for a while. But I was telling these guys here, Johnny, that I've recovered about 2,000 pictures off of a formatted and reused SD card from a camera that this couple took. They took a trip to some island, I don't know, trip of a lifetime basically. And she cut and paste. She cut the pictures from the SD card from the camera. She just selected them all and said cut, and then hit paste over there on her other, well, whatever she was putting it on, and it moved them all over, and it took the time and all that. And then she just deleted them off the SD card. Then she formatted the SD card. Then she started taking a whole bunch more pictures and videos. And when she went back to look where she pulled her pictures off to, I mean, it showed them as JPEGs. It showed the right sizes and everything. It looked like a JPEG, but when you click on it, it would say cannot open file. It's either the file's damaged or incomplete or corrupt or something. All of them, it did that too. And I was able to get all their pictures back. As a matter of fact, I was able to get more than just their pictures back. I got stuff back that they didn't even realize that they were missing. So I wish I would have recorded them, man, because oh my gosh, they were so happy. They were just ecstatic, man. So it's awesome whenever you can have people that happy with you, you know. But anyway, I want to just move the camera down here, get a little closer. Oh, I think I fixed my microphone sync issue, I think. So I think in my previous live streams, my voice or my sound was a little bit out of sync and all that. So in other words, when I do this, the sound was off a good bit. I think I fixed that. I think I did. You guys tell me. I'm pretty sure I did. But let me go and zoom down here a little bit more to what I'm doing here. And we'll just what I'm going to have to do is we'll move this out of the way. I'm going to have to take off the processor, heatsink here. Johnny says he's done that on an SD card for a lady. It formatted and started reusing. Could only get about 40%. Yeah, you know, especially with SD cards too. You know, those are a little bit more finicky, you know, than like hard drives. I told him, I says, you'll be lucky if I get anything. Man, I got everything and then some. I was like, wow, because they had already pulled some off originally. So I thought the ones I was pulling off was probably ones they already had. But, no, I mean, when they came in and looked at it, they were like, oh, man, they were just ecstatic. So I'm going to take off this heatsink here real quick. If I can get a bit bite on it. If I can. It's on there pretty good. There we go. Pretty tight here. On the sink. That's great, man. I figured it out. It was driving me nuts. It really was. You know, Google's got this new, or YouTube's got this new button at the top right, where all you got to do is press that camera button. And I mean, you go live. You no need for an encoder or anything. So it was OBS that was making my stuff out of sync. But using the new Google little button there, it was it was no sync problem. But I was able to fix it though. What happens when you start up your PC, then it somehow restarts without noticing? Since 3 days. But I think I know what's causing it. It was the CD-ROM power with SATA power. It was the CD-ROM power with SATA power. Oh, Queensville, not so sure exactly what you're explaining there. Somehow restarts without noticing. Which version of Windows, Queensville? Is it Windows 10? And when does it restart? Does it boot all the way up, then restart randomly, or exactly what? There we go. Ah, there we go. Good God Almighty. Man. What the heck? I'm going, everything's backwards, I'm sorry. Man, look at the thermal paste on that. God. Man, you gotta be kidding. Man. Every 30 seconds. Windows 10. 1703. Every 30 seconds. That could be a number of things, man. So what makes you think, Queensville, that it's the CD-ROM power with SATA power? I'm not even sure what you mean by that. How did you come to that conclusion? But I think I connected a SATA extender to reach the power. Well, possibly. You know, if it's something you're connecting to your computer, I mean, just try disconnecting everything except for your, you know, keyboard and mouse, and see if it still does it. Wow. There's the. It looks like that. Come on, focus. Let me try this. That's not going to work either. There it is. Look, it looks like it's been bubbling. Good God. Man. Never ceases to amaze me. Here's my thermal material rag. Nice. Let me get my isopropyl alcohol. Well, coffee filter. But goodness gracious. See if I can zoom in a bit more here for you on that. Goodness gracious sakes. It's bad stuff. Arctic slobber. I like that. Oh man, this ain't gonna get it. I can't be doing this. See if I can just get it off of this thing here. Wow. Start off by getting the excess off here. Let's go ahead and shake this off in the trash can. Ding dong dong. So I think I fixed the issue. It's no longer doing it, so I unplugged the connector and got not going to use it. Okay, well there you go, man. How about that? That's what you got to do, Queensville, you know. That's a good place to start, by disconnecting things you got connected to your computer. I think next week I'm going to be going to this small department store downtown here in Savannah, and installing a counter system. Actually, you know what? I don't even know why I'm cleaning this off. Because this is the dead motherboard. That's funny. I should be cleaning this off. That's okay. Yeah, it's going to be a counter that I got to mount on the ceiling, and it's going to it actually keeps track of everybody that enters and exits the store, and it's linked into their POS system. That would be pretty cool. Oh man. What is it? Johnny Ringo. What games you been playing lately? Seen you on Steam every now and then. Looks like a pretty good match to me. Yellow stickers, but that's okay. That cleaned off a little bit, just in case. Go. Vermintide 2. What the heck is that? Never heard of it. Take off this heatsink fan here. Shouldn't take us long. Once we get this heatsink swapped out, this motherboard install should go pretty well. Pretty easy. Oops, sorry guys, I'm out of camera. Just gonna unplug the fan there. Let's go ahead and take the fan off. Whoa! Why is my camera doing that? That's not good. There's a nice little glitch there. Its premise is based on four-man co-op, like Left 4 Dead, but more in depth, lots of melee combat. They seem to have abandoned the Left 4 Dead, you know? That's a shame. Sounds like fun though. Alright, fans, I'll just leave that little loose. That ain't going to hurt nothing. Let's go ahead and do the thermal material. How about that? Oh, this doesn't want to come open. There we go. Thermal material. That'd be alright. Spread it around there a little bit. Now, I'm certainly not going to use as much as what the last person used, which is the manufacturer, quite sure. My gosh, that was just a massive amount of thermal material there, wasn't it? We should be good right there with that. Wow. $4.3 billion in profits last year. Yeah, part 3, no doubt. No doubt, Johnny, no doubt. All right. Just pop back on the heat sink. I can figure out what I did with my screws. Ha ha. They're here somewhere. What did I do with my screws? I got him here somewhere. Hold on. Hang on. You know what? I'd probably lose my head if it wasn't attached to me. I just had those 4 screws. Here are my other screws. I have them in Ziploc bags. Little Ziplocs. But I gotta find these 4 that I just took off. What did I do with them? Wait. No. Look at me. There they are. See? Look at that. See that? Woo. I've done it too, to where I've had just sitting right there because this is black. I'm like, where are the screws? Where are the screws? And they're sitting right in front of my face. That's funny. But it happens. Oh, Johnny. Here you go, buddy. Thank you, sir. All right, crisscross pattern here. Crisscross, crisscross. I haven't been doing much. The things I've been doing, I've been getting into a fair bit of POS stuff. Panera breads mainly. I've been doing a lot of Panera breads. But that's just subcontract work. But I learn a lot. That POS stuff, man, can get pretty advanced now, I'm telling you. It's good to keep up with that kind of stuff, you know? And get paid doing it, so I enjoy it. Pretty good. Johnny says, now I would have used my finger for grease spreading. I like that. Wipe the excess off of my jeans. Or my pants. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Johnny, I haven't been doing as much. I've been really busy in my shop. More so than I have been really in previous years, to be fair. But not to the point where I've had to hire Joe back. Remember Joe? I don't know if you remember him. Had him in my shop for a while. Let's get this motherboard into place, shall we? Nice and easy. Ta-da! This thing's going to want to flop around on me. Let me put my... This is where I keep my viruses. So I keep this lid on. I want to be sure I don't let them out, because they would wreak havoc in this shop with all these computers sitting around. So you just don't want to... Oops. Don't want to let those out. Alright, pretty simple, straightforward install here. You have your Wi-Fi antennas, your power jack here, your video cable here. Everything you could pretty much keep routed as it is without having to deroute anything. Let's see here. Yes, we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. And let me see. If I can see where I can plug in. No, that's wrong. What am I doing? It goes like that. That's it. Up, down, and all around, right? So let me go ahead and plug in the... And I know this fan is loose. Actually, I probably need to go ahead and tighten this one screw up here, since it's going to go in the other way. So we'll tighten that up. That'll be good. Going upside down. While I have access to it, I'll go ahead and see if I can't get this power jack plugged in here. It's going to go like this. That's always a pain to do after you put the board in, you know. So we'll try it like this. Yep. Just like that. And I think I can get the data cable, the video cable plugged in after the fact. Let's see. Got a little ribbon cable here. Be careful of. Make sure It's not sitting down in there quite right. There we go. Seems like that's got it. Yeah, well. What do you know? And if I recall correctly, this does not make any sense to me. But let me get my motherboard screws here and palm rest. This motherboard. Do I have any certs, John? I do not. I have no certs. I've been running my computer repair business for over 10 years. I don't have certs. Not saying that certs are bad. Certs, there's never a time having certs is a bad thing. So, but I don't. I have no certs. Lots of experience though. I do. But believe it or not. Oh yeah, where you're at, Johnny? Yeah, man. But you know, all your work. I know where all your work comes from, man. That you're pretty much the school's IT guy, aren't you? One screw holds this motherboard down. Isn't that something? Just one. Right here. They usually always have arrows where they want you to put a screw. So, one screw. Before I do that though, let me... My goodness. I'm having a bit of a chat. Come on, see there? Man, if you don't hold your tongue just right on some of this stuff, it just won't happen. Chop, chop. What happened? The NSA is monitoring. Lost connection. Buffering. Uh-oh. Am I going in and out? Chat disconnected. Please wait. Successfully connected. Am I going in and out? No, I'm not running none of that. Sorry. It's probably my neighbors. You know, I'm mooching off of their Wi-Fi, you know. I'm tapped into theirs. I'm too cheap to have my own internet. So I got a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 line running from over there. They don't even realize it because I was the one that put in their router. I'll have to go talk to them, tell them to quit watching Netflix while I'm streaming. Security risk. Oh. John. I was just joking, buddy. Just joking. So, Johnny, please tell me you don't still get XP machines in your shop. Please tell me you don't. Or Vista, as you like to call them, Vista. Do you still get Vista machines in your shop? Oh my goodness. Alright, we got a little daughter board over here with a ribbon cable. We're going to connect that up. You know what I really should do at this point is probably test fire this board. That's probably what I really should do before I do anything else. You see, we got a place to put in a screw here for the fan. With a hardware firewall? Yes, John. I agree. We like to live on the edge down south here. I'm secure, John. Trust me. I am secure. Okay. Let me test fire this thing. Just so I can put in a stick of RAM here so I can see if we get video. Oh, you're in Florida. It's a nice place to be. Florida. You're not far from me then, man. I'm in Savannah, Georgia, so basically a 2-hour drive south, and I'm in Jacksonville. So that's cool. Where is the power button? Power button is probably on here, yeah? So let's do this. Temporarily set this on here. Plug in the power button here. Daytona Beach. That's a beautiful place. Synology's good. So let's see if I bought a dead board. Said it was brand new. Brand new, brand new. Alright, we got fans spinning. There's video. So we're looking good. Looking good, looking good. There you go. See, all I gotta do is button this up and we'll have it. Brand new motherboard. His other one was shot. Oh, hey. I got a MacBook, I'm sorry, a Dell in here. You know, this guy spilled, he walked in my shop, his laptop was open. It was upside down. He had it upside down, it was open. And it was running, and it was like whirring. It was whirring, right? And I says, well, he walks in, I says, what happened? He says, I spilled liquid on it, on the keyboard. And I was like, oh man. And I says, well, let's take the battery out, you know, because that's not good. And then I looked, and I was like, man, of course the stupid battery is, you know, inside the laptop. And I think aesthetically it looks great. But what, you know, the poor guy did the right thing. He had his laptop upside down, but he, you know, and then it has the funny screws, not the regular, you know, the kind of screws that you got to get a bit driver set for, the star kind of screws in the bottom. So he could, you know, the average person don't have that kind of screwdriver laying around. So I was like, oh man, we're going to have to take this bottom off to get to that battery, you know, and this whole time the screen is, you know, showing diagnostic stuff, and all this is doing weird stuff, and it's revving up and it's rebooting. You know, and then I finally, you know, we had to take out all the screws, pop the back open, and I was finally able to grab the, you know, the power cable to the battery and yank it. Oh, that's my spam call for the day. Hey, anybody want to call that number? Go ahead. Yeah, call that number. What do you want? It's my cat. Anyway, you know, and the time it took him to drive all the way to my shop, you know, who knows how long that was, but he wasn't able to turn the computer on power because the battery's buried within the computer. You know, Macs are the same way. I mean, I really think they should allow some sort of, if they're going to hide the battery, they need to have a way to disconnect the battery source, because, you know, they act like that accidents aren't going to happen. And I think what's even more frustrating is the fact that I don't think that they care, and they know accidents are going to happen, But they're like, yeah, well, if it fries out, you know, you can just come on in and buy another one, you know. But if they've done that, because you could save your computer, you know, by pulling all power, which includes the battery. But they started burying them inside laptops, which makes it difficult to get them out. So I'm sitting here trying to route this wire and having a hard time. Sorry. Oh no, I'm dropping. I keep dropping in and out, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that, fellas. Something might be going on with my internet at the moment. Nah, I think it's mine. Every now and then it'll hiccup. I think we're good now. I was looking at my network meter here. It looked like I had a little hiccup. Sorry about that. We should be good now. Let's see how many people we got in here. Anyway. I'll be in here talking to myself. That keeps disconnecting like that, right? Looking good here. I think we go ahead and pop on this palm rest. Got some screws to go down on this. Some are shorter, some are longer. Let's see. That looks right. Wait, let me check something. Okay. I just being sure I was going to be able to get the hard drive in after I put this on. Sometimes hard drives can only go in from the top side, you know. Put these on here. In 2.5, 2.5. Right here, right here. Yeah. Yeah. Is that right, John? You talked to Cortana? Well, when people say I talk to myself, but, you know, I just want expert advice. You know what I mean? 2.3, 2.5, 2.3. So I got one screw there. Ah, here it is. Is that it? Oh, that already went in. Okay. We're good there. In here. Got another one here. But with those network drops, I wonder how the recording is going to do for YouTube. Doesn't matter, man. I was just on here just to kind of goof off anyway. I think I lost everybody in the chat, didn't I? Yeah. Looks like it's just you and me, John. That's how it started, wasn't it? Oh, you're still there? Sorry, fellas. I was just looking at participants and it only showed that guy, John. Good. Glad you're still here. Sorry about the drops. Oh, man. There we go. Is that right? No, that don't look right at all. Look at these dang little ribbon cables, man. I asked Johnny Fubar, Johnny Ringo. I asked you before we dropped out. You're not still getting XP machines in your shop, are you? Or Vista? Vista machines, as you call them, Vista? You're not still getting them in your shop, man. Please tell me you're not working on those. Oh my gosh. Because I'm not. That ribbon cable doesn't seem like it wants to go in anymore, but it doesn't look right. It goes to the touchpad every once in a while. You know, the only thing that I will do with a Vista machine or a XP machine, if requested, is probably pull data. The only other time I'll work on those, man, that's okay. The only other time, John, that I'll work on an XP machine is if it's designed just to run a program, doesn't ever hit the network or anything. So, you know, I'll be glad to, you know, help somebody out with XP or Vista in those situations. But if it's not running right, or there's errors or whatever, man, I'm not going down that road, man. I'm not. I refuse to. I really do. That's just me. In my situation, I wouldn't. Oh, I just can't. Good riddance. Good riddance to them. So, virtualized. Oh yeah, virtualized. I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. Let's try the keyboard now. Hey, look, up. It makes sure that you know which side is up. We're almost done here. So look, I'm not going to snap the keyboard down until I fire her off one more good time here. And then that'll be that. Linux Mint. Yeah, well, Linux does well until something doesn't work on it, and then your average user sure as heck isn't going to know how in the world to get anything working on that. It's not if things go sideways with it, it's when. But I'm not bashing Linux by no means. Linux has its place. So let me hit this up one more time with some power. I think I can test this touchpad maybe. Facebook and email. Oh, Johnny Ringo. Yeah, I know. You gotta cater to them too. All right, power, video. Let's see. Yep, keyboard's working. Morning, model name selection is required. Navigate security tab, select model name. Model name can be found on the label on the bottom of the system. So gotta activate the model name and all that for this. Let me go ahead and let's see. Let me go ahead and pop in this hard drive real quick so I can test the mouse pad before I click in this keyboard. Let's see what we got here. Pop this in. Oh, can't see. Sorry, fellas. Pop in this drive here. Quick. It's not fit. It's got to go like this, don't it? Hold my tongue right. I got to hold my tongue right. What's going on in there? She's pulling out the dishwasher. Okay, there we go. Trying to line this up right. Come on. There we go. So we're going to fire this up once more. Oh, ladies, I tell you. See if we get a boot here. Okay, start Windows normally. Starting Windows. I think I'm in good shape here, it looks like. Fan spinning. Looking good. I just want to make sure my touchpad works. And I'll button it up once we know that. Ah. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. I hear you. Windows 7 Ultimate. Wow. He must have bought this Dell with Windows 7 Ultimate on it. You can believe that if you want. Anyway, as soon as I get to where I can shut this down, I'll shut it down and finish it up. There we go. Let's see what I got. Yep, button's working too. It has an install date of 12/26/2014. How about that? That's what the time and date read here. Anyway, let me shut it down as soon as it finishes loading. Come on. I just don't want to power it down. Take a minute to load here. There we go. There we go. Another big question is did we lose activation? Doesn't look like it. So I got the exact same model. Fubar, Johnny Ringo, what are you using now for your antivirus? Curious. I'm not talking about Windows 10. I'm still talking about like Windows 7. For like Windows 7. Shut down. I've asked. Yeah, you know what? Man, I've been using that for years on customers' computers and stuff. But you know what though? Even when I go in and I disable all that extra features and all that they have, you know, the program updates and the customers allow it to go and all that stuff, and it resets those settings. So then I start getting calls from these people who their internet don't work, or you know the computer doesn't load up all the way. Weird stuff, and it's been on doing that on more occasions with different customers' computers than I'd like to say. And when I get it in my shop, I uninstall Avast, and all that stuff goes away. And I just, you know, it's really good at detection. It's got a very good detection rate, good, you know, database and all that they use, and a very good detection rate. But, man, the freaking errors and the, you know, the corruption that it gets sometimes. You haven't had too many of that? I've had too many, especially ones that have upgraded from like Windows 7 to Windows 10. Does it still keep Avast on the computer? It is bad. And so I don't put Avast on Windows 10 machines, to be honest. You know, at the moment, Windows 10 is a pretty secure operating system. Windows Defender is certainly a lot better than it has been in previous operating systems. Let me back off this camera here a little bit. So I don't know, man. With me, I give them on Windows 10. I give them Malwarebytes, and I let Defender handle the antivirus. And I'm going to keep it that way until I start seeing computers coming into my shop where the actual operating system is infected. Most of what I'm seeing right now are the browsers. Just the browsers, you know. The browsers get hit. But, you know, Avast has, you know, internet security and all that, and a lot of those antiviruses do too. But, I don't know. I've kind of shied away from Avast a little bit. That's just my opinion, though, for what it matters. For what it matters. Okay, we're going to wrap this up here. We're going to put these in. Oh, wow. Interfering with some VM software? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to talk this guy into an upgrade of memory, I think. He's got 4 gigs. You know how that goes, right? Yeah. Woohoo! This one's good to go. I love it. Appreciate everybody joining me today. Especially people I haven't seen in a long time around, man. Johnny Ringo? Man. What are you on spring? Is it spring break, Johnny? Oh, Solid State. You know it. You know it, man. You know it. Wrong side screw there. Oh, spring break was last week? You're just home. School's closed for the day. I hear you. Nah, that's the wrong one too. I think I put one of these longer ones in here. Yeah, I think that goes in here. Yeah, well, that's a plastic rivet. That's not a screw. That's just one of those plastic rivets. That's funny. I mean, it's good to see you. Glad you're doing okay. I think that might go into the... I'll worry about that later. Anyway, looks like we got this one about whipped. So I'm going to call it a day, I think. Like I say, I really appreciate everybody for joining me here today. And I'm going to try to come on live again another time and do this. Oh, I was going to tell you about this Dell. The guy spilled Sunny Delight. Ow! On his keyboard. That's like one of the worst things you could do, man, is like spill like orange juice or anything sticky. You know? Not good. But I might come back on live and do that just for the heck of it. Chat with you guys again. Yeah, stuff gets all sticky and gotta strip it all down and clean it all up. I brought one to life last week doing that. I sure did. A Mac. Matter of fact, it's still here. The only thing, it wouldn't start up. And she had spilt water in it or something. And it's been running for a while, she said. And all of a sudden, it just went poof. Didn't work anymore. And she ended up bringing it to me. And I stripped it down. And let me tell you, man, there were like corrosion here, corrosion there. So she'd been running it a while, man, with the corrosion in the areas, that green corrosion stuff. So I took I just did my regular cleaning measurement, and I got that board completely clean. All the parts, man, got all the sediment and all of the corrosion off of it. And that baby fired right up. It fired up. I was like, woohoo, man, that's not that's not something that happens very often, you know. But the trackpad didn't work. So that's a pretty good thing considering you know, considering it could have been like a Logic board, which you know for those Macs aren't cheap. Yeah. I get that trackpad and it'll work, and that's another one I can invoice up and send out. Fellas, I appreciate you hanging with me today. I really do. I'm going to call this one a job done here. I'm just going to put the rest of the screws in and pop the battery in, and I'll be done with this one, man. So appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. Good to see everybody. Tim'sComputerFix.net is where you can find me. We'll see you next time.